What's going on, guys? So we are back at this. Um, this is basically my fishing spot. I was fishing right underneath that log right there, but I was on the other side. It seems like on this side we're not really getting the fish that we want. I don't know if it was just a fluke before, but we're gonna go ahead and travel back and get a boat. So as you can see, we're at Streaming Beauty, and it puts us on the right side of the water, and we want to be on the left side of the water. That's kind of what I'm feeling like. So we're gonna go back and get a freaking boat. It's gonna take us forever to get there. Hopefully this is gonna give us what we want. I guess it helps if we start the engine. So just hold tight, we got a long drive, a long boat ride. I'm trying to figure out another place that we can actually fish here. Actually kind of curious. This spot looks like it probably wouldn't be that bad. God dang, I cut the engine off. Can we go ashore here? No. We're just gonna go to the spot that I originally talked about. There's probably a better spot, but we only need 11 of these things. I've already got 2 of them. I'm trying to figure out a spot where there's weeds and stuff, because it seems like these things like to spawn kind of like falling down trees isn't necessarily a bad spot. Like that might even work too. But it seems like it was really working out towards weeds and reeds and stuff like that. I haven't happened to find anything here that looks like it'd be like a viable spot to try to fish from. I see there's been one guy here that's been catching them, but he's been catching a lot of other stuff too. So we're just gonna go over this spot that I found that seemed like it was working well. I caught 3 well, I caught 2 leprechaun fish and I caught a rowdy bass, which even though we don't need rowdy bass, still gives us that coin. It's not necessarily a waste of bait, if you ask me. So I thought it was a decent spot. And then I had to reload the game, and then I tried to spawn closer and just run there. But like I was saying, it puts us on the right side of the water, and from the right side of the water we weren't catching the right type of fish. We were catching, which I'm sure we could have caught the leprechaun fish and the rowdy bass if we kept fishing there on the right side, but I just didn't feel good about it. There's a few people fishing over here. Let's see. Yeah, you see, people aren't really catching too much. It looks like the big wolf guy was doing pretty good. I wonder where he was fishing at. I also halfway wanted to check some of these inlets, and there might have been some good spots around there. Maybe even in between these water channels. But yeah, the weeds and the reeds that I usually like to fish these things by, just don't see any of them. There's a pot of gold over here on the left side. I got a, what did I get from it? I don't remember. I think I got like a catfish, baby catfish or something like that. But anyway, we're back over here at the spot. I just gotta get out of the boat. Alright. Let's go on land here. There we go. Now I was fishing right here. Right in between, right underneath this log. About right there. And we were doing great. I mean, we only got 2 leprechaun fish, but it was just back to back. We were getting leprechaun fish and rowdy bass. So I'm hoping this will work out the same way that it did. That other side just wasn't working out for us. It was like 2 fish in a row, the wrong kind of fish. We'll see how this goes. Sometimes you just gotta be a little patient for these guys. I'm preferring to keep the bobber kind of in front of the log rather than underneath it directly. There we go. That's what we want. Let's see if we get a couple more here. Hold on, wait, before we actually do that, let's check out what we ended up getting, because I think I still have them. So yeah, we ended up catching a common barbel and a young Will's catfish from the other side of the water here. We're fishing in the same spot, which is, you know, kind of weird to me. We'll look at the map really quick just to kind of give you another perspective on where we actually are. So I believe we grabbed the boat from over here, I think, and then we just traveled all the way. It's funny because if you look at the actual map, it looks like we went the opposite way. It looks like we went from north to south, but on this map it looks like we went from south to north. But yeah, this is where we're at. Let's look at this again. So yeah, you can see our boat on the map here shows us up north, but we traveled all the way down here, and we're actually a little past this location. You can kind of see that island in the water, and we're just a little bit past that actually. But I don't know if you can even get to this spot from Tiber rocks, so that's why we went back to Twisty Tiber and ended up getting a boat to take all the way down past Streaming Beauty to get to where we are now. What we're using is in our backpack. That's not the right rod. Yeah, so we're using a number 2 octopus mag fin hook. We're using drunken worms, and we're fishing at the bottom of the water. We got our leader length set to 102 inches, but it doesn't really matter. I think, yeah, that's what we want. It doesn't really matter what you have the leader length set to, as long as when you're fishing you see the bobbers kind of sitting sideways on the screen. That means your bait's at the bottom. But fishing from this side of the log in this spot, we haven't had any issues with not getting the correct fish. I mean, we do have a rowdy bass and we're looking for leprechaun fish, but the rowdy bass give us coins too, so I'm not too worried about grabbing those. I just don't want the other fish that we caught. Like I said, I haven't really checked very many spots here. Actually, I want to say this might be the only spot that I've actually checked. I'm sure there's probably other spots that are good too. Like I was saying, seems like I was trying to find something where there was like weeds, you know, seaweed, stuff like that, reeds, like, you know, grass beside the water and shit, but I couldn't find anything. As you saw on our way here, there just wasn't really much of anything as far as that goes. But it seems like the next best thing is to get next to some logs, some timber, you know, some trees falling in the water. It's about the next best thing. And there was a couple of locations on the way here that we saw that could have been viable in that aspect, but This one really caught my eye, and that's why we're here. So we'll just be patient, try to see if we can catch one or two more. We really are having to be pretty freaking patient right now, that's for sure. Nice, another one. I'm actually a little bit worried about catching those other guys. We'll go for one more really quick. Fish is taking its damn time, that's for sure. And yeah, as far as I could tell, there's no like um, horseshoe statue thing here to like get items from, like there was in some of the other videos I was posting on the Leprechaun fish and Rowdy bass locations. I think I just got a rumble. There should be a fish close by. Bite, you little fucker. That's the problem with these fish is they like to do some little nibbles. Fish are being nitpicky right now. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know if it's going to continue to be like this. Look at that little bastard. It looks so cool, I swear. But it just seems like it's better to catch them from this side than it is the other side, fishing in the same freaking spot. I've kind of felt like that way about other spots too, though. Like, I did a video on this pike spot that I like to fish at in St. Croix, and it's like you can fish from the shore through the weeds, and it seems like you catch them like almost non-stop. But you get in a boat and you fish from the water, and it just doesn't seem like you catch them as much. Anyway, yeah, once again, using what we got here, number 2 octopus magfin hook, drunken worms. We're at 102-inch leader length. I don't think pole and gear really matter other than that. And we're just working our ways through these challenges. We've got what is it? Why isn't it even showing? Oh, it's just for the coins now, huh? I don't actually have to catch fish here. It's just for the coin reward. Which still, I guess you want that coin reward to get to the next Leprechaun's Favor challenge, probably. So we're gonna finish this task up and move on to the next one. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace out.